fight each other next. Then it came out that Keyshawn-Santos wasn't going to take the fight. He wasn't going to take the fight. And everybody blamed Keyshawn. I told you Keyshawn was going to duck. Keyshawn-Santos is a boogeyman. Keyshawn-Santos hadn't fought since he fought Shakur Stevenson. Now, somebody said allegedly that he had blood clots. That's why he's been inactive. So I don't know if that's true or not true. But when they make it up in their mind, they don't like you in boxing. When they make that up in their mind, you know, there ain't really nothing that you can do about it. When they make it in their mind, they don't like you as a fighter. You know, they gonna start jumping to conclusions, telling lies on you. You can't keep it real. And what it came out on social media is that Edwin Santos said they only offered him $225K for the fight. Carl Moretti, who worked at Top Rank, said that's lie. We offered you $400K for the fight. He said, well, my promoter only told me it would be PBC or whoever promoted Lewinsky. They only offered me $225. They only offered me $225K. So that's what he said. So at the end of the day, you know, PBC finessing the game. This is why they don't like you to directly contact nobody, like when Bud directly plugged in with Earl. You know, because they allegedly robbed from their fighters. This is why. This is why they said two fighters, they never sat down at the table and made no fight. So now you starting to understand, you know, you're starting to understand it. Now you're starting to understand it. Now you starting to get it. Because when guys like Benavidez go over to Turkey out of sheep and they get the real and how much he really gonna offer you, PBC don't like that. Of course, you're not gonna give permission because we can't take money from you off the top. They ain't taking a little bit, they taking a lot of it. Then still charge you a fee to go over there and charge you a promotional fee problem. They stealing from their fighters, bro. Like it's quite obvious, and that's a common practice, allegedly. That's it, allegedly. You know, common practice in boxing. That's why they don't want you talking to people directly. Because you get the real numbers. And they telling you, that's a lot. It's $175K they took for Edwin Santos. And they still gonna want their cut. It's a dirty game. It's a truly dirty game. And you see why they don't want to work with Turkey Al-Sheikh? Because Turkey Al-Sheikh telling them this is what I'm giving you. Instead of telling Al, okay, we give you this so they can take it off top and then tell you another thing. And all of a sudden, people jump to the conclusion that, hey man, it was Keyshawn duck. He didn't want that smoke, and ultimately, you know, PBC stopped another fight. And maybe this was Frank Martin was trying to say, they taking all my money. I just need a little oomph. What he said, a little oomph. A little bit more. Because they was taking it all off the top. And that's quite pathetic in my opinion. And that's quite pathetic. You know, that ain't how you do good business. It's really not. That's not, but then again, it's all Keyshawn fault. It's all Top Rank fault. Or Top Rank is not, you know, Top Rank is doing bad business again. You know, these dudes are so indoctrinated to believe that PBC is so good. No. Anytime I can't see the guy that run the company and he don't show his face, or he got to cover up windows and motherfucking doors and cover shit up, he got to cover cover shit up, you know, just to have a conversation with you that he running from people, just to have a conversation with you is crazy. This road is hella crazy. That's wild. So when you start kind of talking that type of language, now you kind of seeing some of their business practices get exposed. So not only when I cross the street, you taking your middleman in the deal, pinching off the, now you're doing more than pinching off the bad, then you still tax me fees and other fees that go right to you. No wonder why fighters stay broke. This is why they don't want to make the top fights. These fighters is no transparency, and social media has opened up transparency now. Already like, nah, nigga, that ain't true. We offered you $400K. So now he looking at them funny. They've been doing that shit. Boxing been doing that shit to their fighters. That's why when these fighters have funerals, you don't see none of these managers, promoters nowhere to be found after all that fucking money they stole to help the family out. All that money these sanctioned belt bodies took to help the family out. Where they be at? Gone in the fucking wind. It'd be another fighter. It'd be fighters getting their money together, or a fighter that pay for that shit when they don't have it. And they just stole all these fucking money, all this money. They just stole all this money from fighters. All this money, and then you think about it, it's a common practice been going on since the beginning of boxing. And I be saying this about like the system. All this, you know, judges giving people a raw deal. All it's gonna take is a few examples. A few examples, and then stop doing that shit. Baby mama drama, you know, a couple Ray Caruths there. Scare the shit out of some bitches. And that's real. Sometimes motherfuckers only learn when you demonstrate. That's why Mike Tyson put them hands on Don King in the back of that cop car. Or in the back of that limo. But then somehow it's still all Top Rank fault. It's still all Keyshawn Davis fault. PBC is crooked, dude. They crooked as hell. And it ain't just them, they've been doing this. Now y'all see why fighters don't want, well, I want to see, y'all see why fighters don't cross the street. Now y'all see why fighters don't cross the street. Now you see exactly why. Now y'all see exactly why. You're getting fucking double, triple, quadruple taxed. You're getting super duper taxed. Just to go make the best fights because they don't want to make the best fights. And I don't get it. If you make the best fights, you make the most money. That makes the most sense. But they don't want to work with other promotional companies. They don't want to do that. First people did, oh, Keyshawn ducked. Keyshawn ain't ducked that dude. If anybody got the history from ducking, it's PBC. It's PBC. They do any and everything to stop the best fighting the best. And it's proven time and time again. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So people are still going for the play. Like y'all just so fucking stigmatized by Al Heyman. He can do no wrong, even though the company is dying right in front of your eyes. Even though the company, even though you see things like this and he finessing the niggas in the company, they still, even though Deontay came out and was like, fighters ain't getting paid. They was talking about, he talking about Bob Arum. Why the fuck is he talking about Bob Arum? When is he dealt with Bob? When they did that joint pay-per-view, that was with Al. Al was the lead promoter on that first one. It was a joint promotion after that. So a lot of these dudes, man, that's why I say I don't really, you can't talk sports, you can't talk anything to most of these dudes. They're fucking dumb. They don't have an open mind at all. So yeah, I find that funny, but